afternoon, Pokésports, and welcome to another VGC Series 10 video, bringing you KYOGRE. Now, this is great because I feel like I've gone over all these Pokemon before, but now the meta is so different that I get to go over them all over again. So it's actually really interesting going to revisit all these legendary Pokemon and making teams around them that I think will be more beneficial than, you know, a Dynamax meta. So here we have Kyogre running the Mystic Water. Very straightforward Kyogre set. There is nothing special about this set. What's special is the rest of this team. And I think now that Dynamax is gone, it really opens up a playing field to this Pokemon, Serena. With the Queenly Majesty, he's able to stop Rillabooms, able to stop Fake Outs, able to stop a lot of things that are just very annoying for Kyogre and any Pokemon to really have to deal with. And I feel like there's actually a spot for Serena in this current meta that's, you know, pretty top tier. Speaking of top tier, we have Wackenberry Mantine, able to live Regieleki Thunders. This thing is terrifying and has Wide Guard, has Tailwind support, is a great pair to Kyogre because it's kind of like baby Kyogre, right? They're kind of the same thing. Just one's a little derpy. Followed by the rest of the team, we also do have the Incineroar because this is Incinesports. And guess what? It's going to be on the team because it's a very good Pokemon. Indeedee's here. Indeedee's here for redirection and for potential Trick Room support with our Stack Attack here. This Stack Attack is here just in case we're against Xerneas teams. Stacka's a great counter to Xerneas, especially with the safety goggles. We get to avoid any Rage Powder shenanigans, which is nice as well. And with that said, that's the team. Very straightforward team, very good team, and has a lot of potential to do well here on the ladder. Before we get started with these battles, I do want to remind you guys that we do stream on Twitch pretty much every single day except for Saturday and Friday. So keep your eyes out for that. Go to twitch.tv/Pokésports if you want to see some Pokemon Unite and Pokemon Series 10 content. That'll be there for you, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. With that said, let's get on to these battles. This time we're against a Zacian team. Very tanky Zacian team with the Suicune and the Umbreon there. I do see that Whimsicott, but I also do see that Serena. So it's kind of an awkward situation there with the Fake Out. I can't Fake Out that Serena's going to be part of the game. So tell you what, we'll go Kyogre, we'll go Mantine. We might as well match the Tailwind if they're going to bring it. They have Tailwind on probably 2 of their Pokemon, so we might as well try to match it. What do we do in the back? Incineroar and Serena? I like that. I definitely like it. Let's see what happens. I mean, their biggest issue for us is going to be that Zacian for obvious reasons. But I think we have a chance to take it out, you know? It's not going to be an end-all, be-all. It's just going to be a little bit annoying. It's not going to win the game, though. Hopefully. Alright, Mr. Green Shoes. You got a Serena and a Whimsicott, which is why we didn't leave with the Fake Out lead. They're going to set up Tailwind. Fine. We're also going to set it up. That Serena on the field is not fine, though. Kind of spooky, kind of scary, kind of don't like it. But we have the Instant Switch. So our goal here is to match their Tailwind. Could also do a Serena switch. But I think Instant is just more logical in this situation. And we're just going to Tailwind match there. Now, if my opponent is next level, they go for a high jump kick there into my Kyogre. And if I'm next level, they miss the high jump kick and I get half their health gone. There's a Tailwind. I think my Mantine still outspeed. Nope. Nope, just goes for Power Whip. Onto Mantine. Okay, we eat that up. Look at that. Mantine not taking any damage. We can't Fake Out, but we can go for a Flare Blitz into Whim, I guess. Followed by a Hurricane into Serena. Whimsicott on the field doesn't scare me too much. Oh, look at this. Nice. Outspeeding everything. Gonna go for the Hurricane. Maybe get a Confusion? Not today. Gonna go for the Giga Drain. You just got every grass move in the world, huh? And the U-turn. No high jump kick. Different, right? I would have really expected a high jump kick there. But I'm not mad about it. as they switch into their Zacian. Not gonna lie, low-key terrified. This Flowbit should be doing some pretty decent damage to Wim though. Nice, really good damage. I want to preserve the Intimidate, right? Intimidate is really important here. I don't want to throw away my Kyogre though. I don't want to throw away anybody. All these Pokemon are very important. Serena's probably the least important. I'm going to throw away Serena, followed by a Hurricane onto their Whim, just to prevent any future Tailwinds, right? Last thing my opponent needs to be faster than they already are. Could have maybe Hurricane Zacian. Relax, man! You don't need all this damage! I'm definitely happy I got rid of Whimsicott now. Helping Hand boosting a Zacian. Yikes. That is not fun. Who are you selecting? Yeah, you want to see a Serena disappear? It's the Mantine! Poor Mantine didn't deserve that. What? You're so mean to Mantine. Okay, now my opponent doesn't know they did this. They just gave us free switches to the Kyogre. Kyogre should actually be able to take some of the hits that this Zacian wants to do, you know? Also, now we can take a nice hard switch into this Instant, get another -1. Do we Water Spout? Yeah, we Water Spout. The reason why we're Water Spouting is because... I mean, no, we're not Water Spouting. We're Origin Pulsing. The reason why we're Origin Pulsing is 1, we want to miss, and 2, we want to miss. Now, the actual reason is because I think he's going to go for the Sacred Sword onto my Kyogre before doing anything. Which would make me sad. So we might as well just go for the lower damage move. I don't think his base damage... This is about to be -1 after this Intimidate. I don't think the base damage Sacred Sword is gonna knock me out, but it'll definitely get me low enough to where I don't want to go for Water Spout. Oh, Zacian protects. Is this just gonna be a yawn from this this guy over here? Of course you avoid. Foul play. Okay. I understand they have Serena in the back. But I think I still have to go for the fake out here no matter what. Because that foul play actually did a lot more damage than I wanted it to. They don't switch into the Serena, thank goodness. Thank goodness, man. Let's see. Origin Pulse connects on both Mons. Absolutely wonderful. Very good damage. Doesn't KO anything. Dang it. Okay, we're taking so much damage for no reason. Rain stops too. Ugh. Okay, well, good news is Zacian can only attack 1 Mon. Regardless, it will go down this turn. There's a Sacred Sword onto the Kyogre. Does knock out my Kyogre, but my Flare Blitz should be enough to KO it there. Especially outside of the rain. And now I'm left with an Instant and a Serena versus a Serena and an Umbreon. Who wins that matchup, man? Dark and Grass versus Dark and Grass. I still do have my Citrus, but probably so do they. They're going for nothing but foul plays. That's interesting. They do give me my Citrus, though. Okie dokie, then. Let's see. I mean, we have high jump kick, right? Well, their Serena is low. That's right. I forgot we did damage to it. Alright, so we go for Flare Blitz. And we go for high jump kick on Umbreon. And we'll hope for the best here. They triple axle and miss! We go for high jump kick. We connect. Umbreon, get out of the game. And give me this Flare Blitz. Ladies and gentlemen, We somehow pull that one out of our hats. That's incredible. What a match. I can only hope the next one will be that good. That was scary. They almost had us there. They definitely almost had us. But we played well in the end. We got a lucky miss, and I can't complain. Well, let's go on to the next one. Looks like this is going to be the KYOGRE v KYOGRE mirror match. Interesting. Very interesting. They got quadruple fake out on their team. What do we even do against quadruple fake out? Got Raichu, Incineroar, Hitmontop, and Rillaboom. I'll tell you what we do. Indeedee! Thanks for coming. We could do Indeedee set up Psychic Terrain. I don't know if we lead with it though. Should we? What if we go Indeedee, Kyogre, Serena? Mantine? Mantine might not be that necessary in this game. It would give us Wide Guard against their Kyogre, which is kind of nice, but we have Serena with Assault Vest. Were we smart enough to put Wide Guard on Stacka? Oh, okay. That's fine. That's perfect. We have Wide Guard on 2 Pokemon on this team. We'll go Stack instead. We honestly could have led with Stacka. Just in case they don't lead with the Kyogre, just to set up the Trick Room. But we'll see what happens this battle. We locked in before we were able to think about that. Torn Kyogre. Very simple basic lead. Okay. We go Indeedee Kyogre. It's not the end of the world, right? I'll tell you why it's not the end of the world. I'm getting thought bubbles. I'm getting some serious thought bubbles. I think that, yeah, you could go first if you want, but we're gonna Helping Hand boost Origin Pulse. No. Should we Thunder? Helping Hand boosted Thunder would knock out that Kyogre. Without a doubt. Withdraws Torrent isn't gonna Tailwind. That's my bad. I'm gonna feel real bad for this. Oh, if only I went for Origin Pulse, man. I was close to clicking it. I was real close to clicking it. Now I gotta sit through this. Now I gotta sit through this animation. Oh, that was a smart switch. Okay. I see you, big dog. Sadly, Kyogre also doesn't live another one. And it crits my Indeedee. What do I do? This is not a happy place. I think I sack Indeedee. Yeah, I go for the Expanding Force and I just protect. I have to sack Indeedee. Because I got to get a Wide Guard user on the field right now. Encore? That's bad. They can protect me onto my Encore next turn. I have to switch. That's not fun. I'll go with my Stacka. Now I got a Wide Guard. Ugh, Encore is annoying, and switching my Serena. Encore is real annoying. If they Encore me onto Wide Guard, I don't care. That's perfect. But we're definitely playing from the back, right? We're not in a great position right now. Losing an Indeedee very early on is never a good place to be. But as long as we have this Wide Guard, we should feel a little bit safer. They can't go for Thunder. They Volt Switch there. We have AV, so we'll be okay. I think even if the Tornadus comes in here, which it will, and goes for Hurricane, we still will be able to take the Hurricane. Kyogre Water Spout, nothing's going to happen. Question is, do we go for the Kyogre spot, or do we go straight for the Tornadus right here, right now? I think since we're kind of in a good spot with Wide Guard, we'll just keep doing the Wide Guard thing and then switch to the Triple Axle onto the Tornadus. As long as we have Wide Guards, they don't have a Kyogre. Theoretically. There's a Hurricane. We have a V. I think we could take it. I take it all back. We can't take anything. Dang it! They're life orb. They're all life orbed. You have Scald? That's a GG, boys. That'll be a GG. That'll do it, man. That'll definitely do it. We have a Kyogre here with no HP left. Oh, no. We're ruined. Origin Pulse. We got ruined by that Raichu. That's so bad. But hey, you win some, you lose some. We lose the mirror match. And I'll blame this a little bit on my rust, right? I get to blame it on my rust. I haven't been playing VGC, and this is what I get for it. Tornadus with Life Orb, I guess, is a thing that people do nowadays. I mean, granted, they have a Raichu and a Hitmontop and all those Pokemon on the team that like to carry Focus Sash, I guess. You can only give it to one Pokemon, can't give it to them all. Well, we're going to take that loss with shame, and we're going to hope for a better next game. My guy, Nate, is running a Raikou and a Mienshao and a Volcarona. They got 2 redirects, 2 fake outs, 1 Zacian. What else do you need? What they don't have is Tailwind and Wide Guard, I think. So let's go Kyogre, let's go Mantine. Hopefully they don't punish us for it. Let's bring the Instant, let's bring the Serena. I don't think we need the Stack or the Indeedee. So we'll just leave them behind. So I don't think they have a Trick Room thing going. Sadly, we didn't get to use the Stack in today's episode too much. But, you know, it's there when we need it. Mostly because we didn't go against the Xerneas, right? We pretty much need it against Xerneas. And we've just been facing Kyogres and Zacians today. Raikou Rillaboom lead. What does Raikou do? Quash? It does have Inner Focus. Now, the Indeedee would have been great for this Rillaboom right here. I would have been able to remove the grassy terrain, but sadly, I cannot. Tell you what, though, what I can do is I can protect turn 1, which I will, and just fire off a Hurricane into this Rillaboom. It won't KO it if it's a Assault Vested, but it'll do a lot. Is the Grassy Glide not going to happen into the Kyogre spot? Raikou's probably going to try to fire off a Thunder. I do have the Walking Berry, though. That is 100% Assault Vested, I think. Oh, doubling into Kyogre spot, so it's not even going to break my Walking Berry. We still get to sit on the Walking Berry. That's huge. All right, now I have to switch into the Instant here. And still going to fire off another Hurricane into the Rillaboom. Rillaboom's never carry Protect, especially if I expect them to be Assault Vested. I'm also very happy they didn't go for Fake Out turn 1. Well, it could have been predicted by Indeedee. You never know, right? Grassy Glide will connect onto the Instant. Not going to do any damage. Followed by our second Hurricane into this Rillaboom. Let's see it. We'll take it out. Nice. That is Kyogre's #1 threat eliminated. Thunderbolts, go ahead. Again into Incineroar. They must know some calcs, man. If this whole time they see a Mantine on the field, they don't decide, hey, let me Thunderbolt this Mantine. This Mantine doesn't care. I mean, granted, yeah, Mantine actually doesn't care about that Fake Out. I mean, that Thunderbolt at all. This now gives us the opportunity to set up a Tailwind pretty safely. They also did have Indeedee on their side of the field. No, they go Mienshao. It gives them Fake Out. There's no point of me faking out because both of these Pokemon, Mienshao and Raikou, both carry What's that move called? I'm actually gonna leave Instant here. Like, Instant does... Switching on Instant does nothing. I want them to KO Instant so that I can bring in Kyogre and sweep, right? So I'll just go for the Flare Blitz onto the Mienshao. Followed by a Tailwind. The Flare Blitz at least breaks their Sash. And the Tailwind makes it so that I'm the disgustingly most fast thing in the field. Okay, they finally out about the Walking Bear. Still gonna do a lot of damage. But hey, that's Life Orb for you. Let's see this Flare Blitz. Now, if we're lucky, this Mienshao just decides to KO the Instant. That'd be amazing. Do it. Yes! Sorry, Instant, you needed to die. You need to die for this only reason. The fact that now I can bring in Kyogre and sweep. But I know what you guys are thinking. Kevin, be careful. Mienshao carries Wild Card. I know. I was not born yesterday, folks. I might have, you know, let a Raichu beat me with Lightning Rod in the last game, but I was not born yesterday, I swear. So all we gotta do here is go for the Hurricane on Mienshao. And then protect Kyogre. Yo, Mantine putting in some work, man. They didn't Wide Guard with Mienshao. Whoa. That is unexpected. They do T-Bolt the Kyogre spot. Okay, these Protects are coming in clutch. I believe our Tailwind is up this turn, but we should be able to set it up one more time. Because the Rain lasts one extra turn beyond the Tailwind. Yes. Oh, Tailwind is not up. How many turns do we still have this Tailwind in the game? 2 more turns of Tailwind? Where was I? We have actually 1 more turn of Rain. Okay, well now it's pretty straightforward what we do. We Water Spout. And we Hurricane, I guess. Might as well Hurricanization. I think we take out Raikou just by itself. We might at least get a confusion here. Exation smack itself in the face. Ooh. If it even gets the opportunity here. Big yikes! That's a Kyogre, folks! Kyogre did 1 attack this whole game. And that's the only attack it needed to do. Nice. Good episode for today. Let's get you guys that rental. And there is the Kyogre and Mantine team. I love Mantine as a Pokemon, and I honestly think that finally, now that Dynamax is gone and you can't just max, you know, Volt Tackle me, or whatever it's called, max Volt Switch, max Electric, max Lightning me. It's amazing, right? You don't have that giant broken gimmick factor that just strikes you down from the sky and takes your whole soul away. You can actually stay on the field long enough to set up Wide Guard, set up Tailwinds, get some Hurricanes off, and I love that Pokemon in and of itself. It started off as a meme here on Pokésports, but I feel like ever since that day, it's just found a place in my heart, and I consider it to be one of the most underrated Pokemon in the current meta. Along with that, Kyogre's dumb, you know that. Incineroar is dumb. We have the Trick Room package here with the Indeedee and the Stack Attacker, and the Serena did come in clutch there at the end by dodging that triple axle in one of those battles. With that said, I hope you guys had a great time watching today's video. I will see you guys again Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for these uploads, and I will see you guys on Twitch, twitch.tv/Pokésports, where we play either Series 10 or Pokemon Unite. We got to stay at the top of our ranks on both of those games. And yeah, have a great night. I'm Kevin, this is Pokésports, and peace out.